Okay, so Google just released their brand new Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro smartphones. And in this video, I want to give you guys a comprehensive breakdown of this phone and where it fits into the greater smartphone market, and whether or not you should be buying it this holiday season. And real quick, for those subscribers that are wondering why I'm talking about a smartphone in this video, I encourage you to stay tuned till the end of the video. Okay, so the first thing I always do is to look at the specifications of the device so I know what I'm looking at. So between the 7 and the 7 Pro, the specs are a little bit different, but they're largely similar. So for instance, they both are IP68 water and dust resistant. The 7 Pro is a little bit bigger, 212 grams, because it has a 6.7-inch display versus a 6.3-inch display on the Pixel 7. Along with that bigger display, the resolution is also a little bit higher, but the big thing here is the refresh rate. So the Pixel 7 is still pretty high at 90 Hertz, but the 7 Pro is 120 Hertz refresh rate, so that's going to make navigating the UI extremely buttery smooth. And I should point out that this is a veritable refresh rate, so it shouldn't destroy your battery when sitting on the home page. The 7 has 8 GB of RAM, the 7 Pro a little bit more at 12. The battery, as you would expect, is a little bit bigger in the 7 Pro at 5,000 milliamps and 4355 on the 7. They're both rocking an in-display fingerprint scanner, and I'm a huge fan of that. It's my favorite way to access my phone. But on top of that, they also do offer face unlock, convenient. And the next one's big here. So this is the cameras. They both have the same primary camera at 50 megapixels f1.8 and the same ultra wide camera at 12 megapixels f2.2. But the 7 Pro has a third camera. This is telephoto 48 megapixels f3.5, and it gives you a 5 times optical zoom. But I would say the biggest deal of all is actually what I skipped over here, and this is the processor of the phone. They both have the exact same chip, and they're made by Google. These are the custom Tensor G2 processors. And this is what's going to make this phone, the 7 and the 7 Pro, special and unique versus everything else on the market. And these chips aren't insanely fast or anything like that. Here's the Geekbench 5 score. The single core is just over 1,000, multi-core 3,149. For reference, the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 is 1,300 and 4,100 respectively, and the top of the class is Apple with the A16 Bionic, and that's 1866 and 5219. Rather, what makes this chip special is the fact that it's custom designed by Google, and it's all around machine learning and optimization. So the headline number here is that it's 70% faster and 20% more efficient at machine learning task. A few examples they gave of its capabilities is that it can transcribe audio messages in real time. It can make phone calls sound better and more clear through that machine learning. And when it comes to the camera, there's a ton of benefits here enabled by this chipset. So it helps a lot in low light, help to improve that image quality. It also has a new feature called Photo Unblur, so it can literally process existing photos to make them look better and less blurry. Along that same vein, it has cinematic background blur for videos, making the footage look a lot more fancy. It also enables insane GoPro level quality of image stabilization. And I have an action camera with this ability, and it's absolutely phenomenal, and now this phone has that same ability. There's also different camera tricks when it comes to zooming, like only using part of the image sensor to give you a cleaner image. Okay, so here's the deal with the Pixel lineup. It might not have the absolute best specs on paper, the fastest processor, the biggest camera sensor, but being that this is made and designed by Google, everything is very well integrated and optimized. So the software is some of the cleanest of any Android phone, and they guarantee up to 5 years of software support and updates. That goes a long way in future-proofing the phone and making it a better value. And speaking of the value, these are affordable. The Pixel 7 comes in at $599, and the Pixel 7 Pro is a bit more of a stretch at $899. And again, for that price, you get super well optimized software that enables things like amazing photos, mostly due to the software and machine learning side, not necessarily even the hardware. Even the battery life is above average, not because of the physical battery, but because it's so well optimized, the phone. And with 5 years of software support, that should continue well into the future. So to me, that's why you buy a Pixel. If you want every feature under the sun, go with Samsung. And if you want amazing build quality and the best CPUs on the market, you go with Apple. So for those reasons, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Pixel 7, and I think it's going to do pretty well in the coming holiday season. If you enjoyed the video, I appreciate a like before you go, subscribe for more content. And finally, for those of you wondering why I'm talking about a smartphone in this video, I usually talk about e-bikes, but I want to expand the topics I talk about on this channel because I'm a big fan of all kinds of tech, including bikes, but not limited to them. So I want to incorporate more of that in this channel, and hopefully you guys enjoy and stick around for that more diverse content. That's going to do it for me in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.